It almost seems though we should be doing more also systemically to help mothers to recognize this critical moment in, in the whole human development life course story, that this is a particularly vulnerable time and that we ought to respect it, give it its due, basically, because it has an outsized impact on not only the mom, the baby, but on society.
Yes.
I mean,
no, you're critically correct, Sharon. I don't think the data that emphasizes that this time period of programming and of critical organ development, I certainly, until I had done the research, did not know or believe that the infrastructure for language would be in place by the time a baby is born. So a baby is listening in utero to their mother's voice and will turn to their mother's voice, but not to another woman's voice.
interesting.
And they are learning, and not only learning, they're memorizing from about 30 weeks gestation. And so I joked with my kids after these studies, they were lucky they had a talkative mother, right? But, it's really, no one has taught us that
Right.
actually, it might seem natural to some mothers to put their hand on their belly and talk to their baby, but some people feel a bit awkward about it and like, wow, they're not really listening, but really they are. And it's important. And it's forming the foundation of this area in the brain that, when you're born, it's hard, you're otherwise playing catch up. So, each of the exposures during these time periods have an impact. And I don't want this to cause stress to mothers. I want it to empower mothers that they are, they matter enormously. And they are the only people that have this gift to mediate to the next generation.
So it's okay to be kind to yourself. It's okay to take time to rest. It's okay to enjoy beauty and calm and good food, and to take the time that you need in order to rejuvenate during this very, very vulnerable, special time.
And if you look at some of the oldest cultures, the oldest cultures have things like prenatal massage and these various forms of teas that you take at different times during the pregnancy, and then particularly immediately after birth, which is seen as a very critical period of rest for mothers and recovery. And I don't feel much of our culture has embraced the learning from these very old cultures that there is the need for this calm, quiet, nurturing time for the mother to be able to provide the same environment to her baby. And maybe, painting the baby's room and getting all the equipment and, running around is not the most important thing at that point, but rather just sitting quietly with your partner, and being able to share really amazing things about how excited you are to be parents, is more important.
Thank you. This is so fascinating. I suppose my final question is, do you have any takeaways for a prospective mother or anyone out there who will be supporting a mom from your extensive experience in the field?
What would I say most importantly to a person who is contemplating pregnancy? I think, hopefully you can be prepared by your pre-pregnancy time to try and be mindful of these things. You can set up your own well-being, your own balance, your own nutrition, your own habits, even before you conceive, ideally. So that as you enter even that earliest phase where the placenta's implanting, that they're implanting into a fertile and healthy and calm environment, and that, having a diet high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory and and rich in the things that are going to be good for you is going to help that. And then setting up these life habits of good sleep, balanced exercise, time to reflect and be present with yourself is only going to set up lifelong habits that are going to instill the best for you, for your pregnancy, and for your future family. And then, I would say finally, when you are in the position where you can have those things, recognize that those are gifts, that there are many, many women in the world who are not able to have those opportunities. And how can we as a society and as a human culture do more to fight for the rights of all women to be able to have access to these basic needs so that we can celebrate motherhood and celebrate this time and give the next generation the best start that they truly need.
Well, Dr. Inder, it was such a pleasure and an honor speaking with you today. I learned so much. It was a fascinating topic and really mind-blowing. A lot of this research and these insights, I had no idea. Thank you so much. And we wish you all the best of continued success in all of your endeavors.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for the time and thank you for the work you're doing by bringing attention to this critical element. Thank you.